My name's Eddie Temple Morris, and that's the brand new single Falling by Goose, who I'm delighted to say join me in the studio right now. Gentlemen, always good to see you.
Hi, Eddie.
Hello.
So, tell us more about Goose Invades, I Love Techno.
Well, 2 years ago, we came up with a new touring concept, and it was called Goose Invades. And the first edition was in our hometown in Kortrijk, where we asked a couple of friends to join us in the lineup. And this year, we saw an opportunity to make it even bigger. We teamed up with the festival I Love Techno, and we curated the Yellow Room. You come into our world, what is the stuff that inspires us, or what are the things that we like, or what are our latest discoveries? You have to tell a story in a way, like we've done all the shows and played music and people danced, but now we need to step up and do something else and give something back. In the run-up to the event, we decided we wanted to visit every single performer in their habitat. And we had amazing talks with them, and with every visit you feel that every artist has his idea of where the electronic music should be in the future. We asked every artist to draw something on a white canvas. And those drawings led to a new collaboration between Goose and Fred Perry. So we took all those individual drawings and shaped it into a new design. And a new polo was born.
Okay. Just doing the easy bit first. Cool. Done. I mean, I should maybe colour it in or something, but
Pretty good.
I'm so embarrassed.
We're not really good at drawing. So imagine this is Hamburg and we have Goose here. So we need a goose. Very nice.
We can sell it for 10, 15.
Yeah, maybe
Start
50 million or something.
Let's run through the artists that you've got in this amazing sounding event. Let's start with the ones that I don't know. Compact Disc Dummies. Who are they? What do they do?
They're really a brand new band, and they have something about them that we maybe recognize. They're very passionate, but they're also very young, and I think we have this natural urge to be somewhere near.
Hier brouwen we zo onze electro-punk, rock, elektronica, lawaai. Ik ben zelf nooit echt zo puur een electro-fan geweest, maar meer zo de ding ertussenin of zo, die alles dat zo'n beetje, ding combineert, vind ik altijd wel spannend eigenlijk.
Compact Disc Dummies is een van de weinige groepen dat we de afgelopen jaren zijn tegengekomen, van ver. En dat je zegt van, wow, je herkent daar een stuk van jezelf in en hoort iets nieuws, iets fris.
Opnieuw. Maar het stopt ermee. Toucheer.
Laatste keer, als het nu niet lukt.
Ja.
We hadden met Solwax. Solwax waren voor ons zo, mensen die je naar opkeek. En dat waren eigenlijk, we zijn nog altijd zo'n beetje de grote broers. En zij hadden ook, wij waren nog niets. En zij zijn echt naar ons toegekomen bijna. En stel je daar vragen bij van waarom doen die gasten dat voor ons? Hebben ze reden om dat te doen, maar eigenlijk is dat gewoon omdat je een klik hebt met die muziek en dat is iets dat we ervaren hebben met jullie.
Al de cd's die van mij waren, die waren van mij. En daar bleef hij af.
Ja.
Alle cd's die van u zijn, daar bleef ik af. En ik zit op mijn kamer en hem zit op zijn kamer. En op een bepaald moment, ik denk dat dat bij veel broers en zussen zo is, ik denk dat er gewoon een bepaald moment moet zijn waar je dat echt allemaal overboord kan gooien en gewoon een keer iets samen doet. Anders was dat bij ons ook zo gebleven, denk ik, als we altijd maar met ons eigen ding gingen bezig geweest zijn, dat we zo niet gingen samen alleen naar elkaar gegroeid zijn.
You said something which I thought was really sweet about them. You said that you saw a magic, something that was kind of charmingly naive about them. Tell me a bit more about it, because that sounds interesting.
If you make music, you have to be naive in a way. Naive about your music. Just let your feelings guide you. Not think about it too much. And especially if you're young, you don't make choices on purpose. You just do stuff. They might use sounds, for instance, that we would go, I'm not going to use that sound because of this or that reason. But they do it anyway. That's what makes them compact disc dummies and not somebody else.
I think interesting about Goose is that when you guys started, everyone thought, okay, it's electro or something, but it's actually a band playing that stuff. Even on the recordings, you could think maybe you played everything in one go live or something, and then you just do the same thing on stage. It's not just like some studio laptop produced electronic stuff, and then it's just like there's so much power behind it.
When we saw Goose playing live the first time, we just said, okay, we don't want to play after them because they're playing so strong and it's a real band and it's so good live.
I'm Jens, we're Digitalism. We're in our world famous bunker studio in Hamburg. It's a quite posh neighborhood, so you go outside and you're surrounded by, latte mummies and boutiques and everything. So it's a bit weird. Our studio is like far away from any reality because there's no windows and nothing. We don't know what season it is or time of the day. So it's pretty isolated. So you just do your stuff, but you never bounce into other people really. So it's like a species on an island, They just like develop completely different things.
That's a thing I think we have in common a little bit. The older we get, the more we want to do our own stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
The more we realize that us is unique. What we do, no one else does it. So we should see that as something good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, we kind of grew up with this kind of attitude because there was no one to hang out with here in Hamburg doing kind of similar stuff when we started. I mean, we get loads of great bookings here and there's always new clubs popping up, closing again and everything, because it's all kind of concentrated around St. Pauli. So there's a lot of competition. Some clubs don't survive 2 months or something. Then we have all the tourists coming and it's like very world famous, the Reeperbahn and like the Beatles history and everything, but it's apart from all that, Hamburg's very quiet. I mean, we worked in a record shop and record distribution, so we would have to listen to all the new releases every week. That's where we met as well. And after a while, it got so boring because it all sounded the same. when we all started, it was more like you tell your friends, yeah, and then we're playing there tonight, and we fly to France and play that festival there and blah blah, and everything was new, and you just got absolutely drunk and took everything with you, you know, just like tried not to go to sleep because you wanted to see all those other bands and just hang out with everyone, and then do the same thing the next day again. Whereas now, I mean, partying hard takes its toll as well. You know, like I couldn't do like a week of partying anymore or something. But back then, it was so exciting that you just didn't care. It's probably a question of age as well. I don't know.
These days, it's not that easy to get a big fan base because the market is so full. It's not the quality of music. It's like because you need to be on the right time, on the right moment to get bigger and all that kind of stuff. But the most important thing is always never give up and do what you like. Otherwise, you're lost in translation.
Late 90s, early 2000s, we became into electronic music because of the French touch, the French house, and you were a big part of that, like on the Roulet label, like being friends with Daft Punk, like the whole scene. Since the beginning, we were big fans of Air, Phoenix, that scene, and you're a big part of that. And for us, it has lots of influences on what we make. Because we started as a rock band, but more and more we kind of liked the dance music and your type of dance music.
I'm more started with dance and now I'm more rock and pop.
Yeah.
It's maybe the opposite. We were all listening to the same kind of music and it was a lot of rock, like Dinosaur Jr. Somehow we had this connection with this band and we were also listening some Prince or Supertramp or hip hop or whatever, but it was all combined. And I think the kind of electronic music we like, first of all, was the Chicago scene. I guess you can feel all this influence somehow. We obsessed by something kind of hypnotic. Once we found the right loop, we were spending hours just dancing. Just dancing, having fun, just enjoying the, you know.
Yeah. We have a track called Sunrise that's a bit like, also like you say about the loops, it's constantly the same, really hypnotizing, uplifting. But once you have that loop, you don't have to make a chorus or make the bridge work. When you have the chords and the loop, it's easy. We used to make tracks rehearsing in the room, like a typical old school rock band, me behind the drums, Dave guitars, but soon we got a bit stuck because we all were interested in the other instrument. Yeah. The easiest way to show something is record a demo on the computer and then show it to the others and like, hey, that's cool. I noticed that you didn't release that many tracks already.
After the Roulet thing, after the So Much Love to Give, first of all, I had the opportunity to travel the world and DJ a lot. I really enjoy traveling. I really enjoy discovering, go new place, meeting new people. And at the same time, it was around 2003, 2004, 2005. The kind of music electronic turned into something, sometimes a bit more like banging stuff and just too... I couldn't really find myself, to be honest, and in that sound. I didn't really have the desire to go back into studio and do some music, so I need to feel that I'm sincere in what I'm doing. It's a passion for me.
So what's the reason recently you started making remixes, for example, Justice?
It's just, yeah, it's.
How come you found the passion for
It just started because I bought a modular synthesizer, and I got really, really addicted with this. And the cool thing about it is that nothing is really connected. You need to patch yourself, so you need to understand. I feel more I have something to say. I feel more mature, and I think it's the right time for me. You know, I'm working on an album right now with my cousin Alan Brax, and I feel way more comfortable. And I start having a lot of pressure doing some music again.
V is my latest solo project. It's me playing with 4 instruments, 2 synths, 2 drum computers. It's a full live techno show, so it's me messing around with a sequencer and these machines.
But you have to see it live. When it's recorded, it's super good.
But it's even better if you see it happen.
Bert, wat heb jij nu gedaan?
Ik heb geprobeerd mensen te doen dansen.
En je kunt dat niet doen met Goose?
Ook.
Is dat een probleem?
Dat is geen probleem. Misschien kan ik een keer ooit jullie voorprogramma doen.
Ik weet het niet. Dus je speelt met een drummachine, een basmachine.
Ja.
En wie zingt er?
Niemand.
Niemand?
Nee.
Hij kan zingen, niet?
Ik weet het.
En nee, hij vraagt mij niet.
Nee, hij is een mens.
Een mens. Wie wordt een wereldsucces? Wie is president van de wereld? Wat gebeurt er met Goose?
Eerste minister. Die eigenlijk al de beslissing neemt.
Ah ja, dat is wel een goed idee.
Mensen hebben een simpel beeld nodig, de bie.
Ja, bie.
Maar dan eigenlijk de motor.
Is Goose.
Dus wij gaan eigenlijk het werk moeten doen.
Samen zijn we Goose.
Goose.
Bie is eigenlijk simpelweg initiaal van mijn naam. Want ik noem Bert. Het is het initiaal van het land waarin ik woon, België. Het is het initiaal van de muziek dat ik maak, Beats.
Zo gevonden.
Het is het initiaal van mijn favoriete eten, barbecue.
Ah ja, niet eens spaghetti.
Nee, geen spaghetti. En het is de naam van mijn favoriete drankje, bier en Red Bull.
Wat is jouw wens?
Mijn wens met Bie is niet om kleine clubs te laten dansen, maar om heel de wereld te laten dansen. Tegelijkertijd.
Dat kan niet.
Nee. Ja, maar het is een wens, hè. Het is geen drang, hè.
Dat kan niet. Nu, ik wens u het allerbeste met uw project.
Dank u. Dank u, ja.
Ik heb het gezien vanavond. Het is tof, het is speciaal.
Heb je gedanst?
Ik heb gedanst, maar ik vind het toch heel speciaal.
Ja.
Het is bijzonder.
Ja.
So, which one of you went to see Annie Mac, Radio 1's disco queen?
Well, Dave and I, we went to Coco in London, where she was hosting Annie Mac Presents night.
Why did you pick Annie of all the radio DJs? Why did you pick? I'm not bitter at all.
Sorry.
I'm only kidding. So, I guess it's nice to have a girl, right? Because you know, dance music is quite full of testosterone.
Yeah, maybe that's true, but we're really interested to see her DJ set, and we all know her radio show, so now that would be something really interesting, like to see her DJing and see the reaction of the I Love Techno crowd.
She talked about her relationship with London. I guess it's nice to be in right the thick of it, you know, where all these different scenes are, right?
I've lived in London for nearly 15 years, so for me it's nearly home, I suppose. I absolutely love living here. And one of the things that attracted me to living in London was the multicultural aspect of it, I suppose. I grew up in Ireland, which was not very multicultural at all. Irish people are famous for going all over the world, but not that many people come and live in Ireland. So for me, one of the really exciting things about London was just, you know, meeting all these different cultures and different people, and obviously the music that they bring with them from the places that they're from. So it's one of the things I like most about London and the UK, living here, is the amazing amounts of genres that are kind of not exclusively British, but that have been born here. Things like grime and jungle music and UK garage and that kind of thing, all really close to my heart that I love. So I guess coming here and seeing those, you know, in action, and seeing, you know, the legends that have created them, and, you know, I don't know, meeting people like Wookie or MJ Cole, or, you know, people like that has meant a lot to me.
But as there is no festival without music, we decided we should make our very own anthem for the Goose Invades party. So we wrote Falling, and we took the track to Paris and asked Alex Goffert if he wanted to mix it, and he did.
They sent me first the demo, which was a very simple electronic track with just a gimmick, voice gimmick. And I said, yeah, the track is nice, it's not finished. And they knew that it was just a demo. And the process was quite quick, because 1 week after I received the track, nearly finished. Very good track, which really melt what they know to do. I mean, electronic, very electronic and dance influences, but also very rocky. And what they are doing this thing very good to melt rock and dance music. And this one perhaps is more in their electronic way of doing music.
That's one of the main reasons why we asked you again. Like, we know there's you gave the extra element.
In fact, giving the extra element is to enlever, to take off things.
Yeah.
But that's us very often like that. Because music, as a musician, I know that you always want to give more.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's better with less.
Yeah.
It was a real pleasure to mix it. Because they trust me. I knew and I felt that they trust me. To have some voices really dry with the reverb, and some other voices really wet, to have a different, something in 3 dimensions.
At 20 years old, you are like a young animal. You want to eat everything you see and you hear, and that's great. And you don't really know who you are, and all these things you experience make who you are. Music is always the reflection of who you are exactly in the moment you do it, nothing more. I moved back to Paris, and I never lived in Paris before to be with my friends. But recently I found out that Paris influences me more and more, because I interact more and more with the people around, because I love to collaborate. I love to merge into someone else's universe, and I love this dynamic to push the other one forward to something you would never do alone, and same for me. Then you get into this adventurous zone where everybody's pushing each other. I was lucky enough to live comfortably for 10 to 15 years with the few things I've done, but now it's not the case anymore. So I'm also asking myself, what should I do? Do I want to be a DJ at 60 years old? If you want to find new ideas, you have to find new connections outside this music to have a vision, you know. Jeff Mills told me this already like 10 years ago. People are missing a vision in their music, in their life in general. And I was smiling at that time. I said, oh, boring, we just want to have fun. But now I realize that he was so right, really. And that's why he's still there.
So I met up with Sir Bob Cornelius Refo, better known as the Bloody Beetroots. Every few months, every couple of months, we bump into each other at a show, but we never really have the time to sit together or have a good food or just enjoy life. And now spending a week with him was really like a pleasure.
And this happened in Los Angeles?
Yeah. Goose is a live band and we want to promote live music. And the Bloody Beetroots are the perfect live band to see and experience on a big or a small stage. It's a lot of energy.
If I would be alone in a band, some decisions would be easier, but immediately I know that that's wrong. If I would be alone, I would make the wrong decisions, and I would probably be even lazier in a way and let go and say, well, I'll do it tomorrow, but now you have three other guys pushing you. And you seem like a really, really calm guy. And still, you're driven. You're like doing stuff, you're thinking all the time, you want to discover new stuff, you want to learn new stuff. Where did that come from?
No, I look alone, but I'm surrounded by beautiful people. I mean, you know what? I really love living, and the more I live, the more I'm able to express myself. My music comes from my people. I have lots of friends, crazy friends, and they fill me every day with stuff and emotions and feelings. Mm-hmm. If you really want to express yourself, you gotta do bad and good things, or you'll never learn. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make mistakes, gotta do some crazy bad stuff too. Mm-hmm. Or I'm not expressing myself. So I don't really think it's a bad or good idea. Mm-hmm. It's what I want to do in that moment, and I gotta do that. But it's my life. Mm-hmm. So it's me, 100%, with all the contradictions that I have in my life. And I don't feel the need to hide that. It's music, and music comes from your heart. I don't make music for money. Music is for music. I'm running this crazy stuff called Black Sheep on the road. Basically, I take pictures of all the crazy character that I meet on the road. Fans or random people with soul.
There's a lot of spontaneous stuff when we make music. We don't really know what we're doing sometimes, but we just create, and there's music, but we take a lot of time to create a song. The way you work is complete opposite. So that's something that we admire. Just make music, don't think about it too much, just you're driven by passion.
And that's what a lot of musicians forget sometimes.
I love what they do. I love the way they compose and they put together those crazy harmonies. Because you never know with Goose what kind of direction, what kind of chord you're gonna have after that one. The harmonies are always unexpected. It's incredible. And I wanted to remix Sunrise so bad because that. I never asked for money to remix Goose, just because I wanted to have the pleasure to manipulate that stuff, because I wanted to hold those chords by myself. We used to listen to the music, now we don't listen to the music anymore. We listen little slices of everything, and we don't pay attention of the work of the artist. It's gonna change because humans need real stuff. So we just have to wait till the music is back again and keep composing good music. It's important for our soul. I feel the need to feel my soul with stuff. Photography, yes. Music, yes. But only real stuff.
In the words of Daft Punk, we're gonna bring back the music to Ghent.
Yeah, we're pushing people to listen to music differently and to experience a concert within an electronic festival. So we bring rock to the dance kids and we bring dance to the rock kids. So that's what we do.
Amen.